So that's looking to alleviate some of this, but Owner comes around, and let's see what they can actually get done here as Zeus goes between worlds. It's a lot of damage potential here as they look for the Winter's Bite. They will be able to connect it onto Gumayusi, who does get stunned up by that passive carrier completely out of the blue stuff, and down he will go. Zeus picks up first blood.
Of this dragon.
Yeah, it looks like HLE are coming on over to see what they can actually get to. Okay, just walk in and smite it. That'll do it.
Peanut not known for his
Might just stay a little bit further away as Owner is going to come out. Oh, the sidestep from Viper. That was slick.
This guy's there. This is looking like it's just an HLE Herald.
Well, that is the steadfast presence as the Pop Blossom does find two. Down goes Zeus. He just gets popped like a balloon. Viper kind of untouched, but Doran is just a brick wall. It's so hard for this Lucian to do anything as the Shockwave connects onto two, but Doran stands tall. He's got so much.
It's not here.
They had full information as this was started up, but Owner is going to get into position. This is risky from HLE as Zeus. He moves on over. Pop Blossom is going to connect once again. They look to take down Viper, and there he goes. This time it's going to be a trade, and the Poppy does secure the Otacon. But now we're going between worlds as Zeus looks for Gumayusi. Can they return the favor? Yes! And it's Peanut that locks down that kill. Now there's concussive blows on everyone. The Braum from the grave is still getting the work done as the Justice Punch onto Zeka doesn't find the mark, and Peanut is just heroically charging all over this top lane and will be able to take down Doran, just a lonely gargoyle.
The Otacon, they lose the fight, they lose Baron, and T1 now in the back seat of game one.
And I swear, this has just been the Zeus Peanut show. The two of them have been playing so well, and who has been getting all the criticism this year? It's those two players.
It certainly is.
And seeing it here from Zeus' perspective, playing an absolutely incredible game. Man,
if you get the Otacon, sure, that's nice, but now you're getting way more. Okay, Faker is going to TP in, they're looking for the fight.
Yeah, there's the calling as Viper turns up in the nick of time. Faker still trying to do something about this, but it is just going to be Baron secured by HLE. The interruption on the taunt, and Faker is going to get taken down. The health bars are looking low, but Peanut is a brick wall to stand in front of Faker, just getting sidelined by Viper here, who is just all over him. Heroic entrance comes down defensively, but they can also use it as an offense as Zeus might get caught, and he is just going to be put in the Cataclysm. The culling comes through though, and Owner is going to be taken out as well. Viper relatively untouched in the back end as Faker goes golden, but that is not going to save him. And now Doran's just trying to run away. T1, it looked like they sort of had an angle and they have half a plan, but it's the getaway that they haven't figured out.
They just don't have enough damage, Atlas, and it's a triple threat here for the side of Hanwha Life Esports. Sure, maybe you can kill one of Zeus, Zeka, or Viper. Kaisa, like 1-9 game. And especially with the game state now where they're so far behind, it's difficult for him to do so. As here comes Peanut up into the front line, they're looking to collapse.
And the ulti comes down from the engaged Braum. Keeper's Verdict gets rid of the Galio, but he's probably the one more hopeful about it as Pop Blossom hits everyone. Zeus goes golden, so does Zeka. He's able to flash his way out the Shockwave onto only one, and it's only Carrier. And so it looks pretty good here for T1. They take down the Aurora and the Orianna, but Viper is still alive. Justice Punch comes in, the front line is still there. The flash is read by Owner as Viper is just gliding away from the fight. He finds the Jarvan, and you've got two carries, but not the one that matters. All right, well, we've got a teleport coming in. Faker and Doran are both very tanky.
Now, this is a little bit risky here for Hanwha. I mean, Delight's basically dead. TE is coming through from Zeka. He does have his Shockwave back available.
But they also have Gumayusi coming in. Killer Instinct at the ready. Culling comes down. And T1 are going to be... This is risky for HLE as Doran gets himself in there. He's avoided majoritively, though. And the Q does absolutely nothing. Voicing unable to get any steals. And we're going between the worlds. And what's between them? Looking like a game one victory here for HLE.
This Baron, and it looks like the Nexus will explode here in about 33.5 minutes for T1.
It's not looking good. They could go for one last-ditch effort, and we'll see whether it is going to work out. But Owner, man, like... just wasn't able to do anything. The keeper's verdict is in, and Gumayusi is out of there. Pop Blossom not doing anything here at all. And the Cataclysm comes on through, but I think we know who is at the mercy of the Cataclysm in this game. Is this time they'll be able to get Viper. Never mind, Gumayusi doing a fair bit of work, but the Shockwave is gorgeous. He will be able to go into stealth momentarily, but that's a dangerous orb. Still able to actually buy enough time, as the dead inhibitor turret will be able to almost get Zeka to safety.
Dead, unfortunately for him. He's going to come over and grab this turret at least.
Wait a second. Base race, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, is he actually? There's no way, right?
He's going to look for it. He doesn't have flash available, but Doran also not really able to kill him. Zeka is just here, and he's looking to go to game 2 a little earlier, but it's just not going to happen. Unfortunately, couldn't.
And snipe Skooma. It's actually absurd. Like, it's actually unreal. And then from there, that's not enough, right? Because there's just so many melees trying to get on top of Viper. And Golden is Faker, right? Look at this attempt from Owner. He flashes over the wall, dashes back here, has the blast cone to play around, doesn't need it.
This guy's for the T1 HLE needing to focus on some of these neutrals, as Doran finding a decent trade here, as in comes Peanut. Cease and desist comes down. Public execution there as well as some needlework to come on through. They get the flash out of Doran, and it looks like HLE
get in the right mindset as Peanut. I don't know if he wants to commit.
Well, he will. Going to flash on in and bring the Rift Herald down to 50 health.
He didn't smite.
Yeah. Oh, wait. So never mind. As Owner is going to... Okay, no, there's the smite. That's what we're talking about. He was waiting for that one. It's
not like an instrumental lead or anything like that.
Let's see what happened here. Okay, so he gets... Can you get me vision?
아깝다.
And then...
bummer.
개 아깝네. 까비.
That was so close, is what he said. I'm actually...
He tried to smite it, but this time...
일단 레드 먹었거든.
That one was
이거
much
치자
better.
이거.
Feel priced in to try and do something about it.
It's just so risky to actually commit to this. Delight has his ultimate, by the way, at the ready.
There's the Mountain Drake as teleport to come in. They're looking to pincer Zeka here. And Handshake is going to miss, but look at this AoE damage. Immediate flash out from the Rise as Delight finds the Magnus Storm under 3. Hostile takeover is only on the Metal Horse Pants Girl, and Doran, he has to flash away. This Otacon is now looking worse for wear, and Peanut is like, thank you very much for once again another leash.
I think this was just a risky call from T1. I get the idea.
Doran's with the Krugs. He's with the Krugs. They told him that the Mega Inferno Bomb was coming. They told him that... Not that the Vi was coming. There was a Realm Warp that they kept.
Vina has flash here, and he is Vi.
Faker is going to spot him, but unable to actually lock Peanut down or anything like that. Can he actually get into the pit? Will he be able to get the smite? The answer is no. Owner locks that one down. Hostile takeover is gigantic as well, but it's the Pantheon going down, and there goes Gumayusi. Zeus wondering which target to go for next as Zeka and Faker doing battle. The flash forward, and there's the blast cone to get Faker to safety, keeping at least a Baron alive. And
Hanwave can look to start a fight here. Zeus on the flank.
Beautiful flank angle. It says the Magnus Storm dives on top of Gumayusi, and he's held into the sky. Featherstorm does absolutely nothing. Still able to do a fair bit of damage off to the back end. As now Owner's in trouble. Zeus looking for him. As Peanut actually just going to get destroyed. Owner finding a lot more value than I was expecting in that moment, but unable to get the dragon, and that will be secured here.
Constantly harassing and zoning as Pantheon goes for the flank.
There's the engage, trying to get on top of Viper here as the redemption goes down. Owner taking so much damage, and Delight finding huge CC into that back line. GA going to get procced though, as now Doran going golden. Mega Inferno Bomb up yet again as Doran looking to get himself out of there. Punched in the back of the head by Peanut, but Owner is able to get one back as well. He will finally go down though, and now Viper has all the space in the world.
And they've also got this full health Rise to deal with as well. Guma, he's going to have a heroic performance here. He has his flash.
Carrier is looking so incredibly low as well. They know that they cannot lose this soul as Carrier getting a decent amount of work done, and now Gumayusi taking matters into his... Never mind, he's dead. And that is going to be almost an ace because Faker is there in the mid lane, but unable...
Won that in to a fight. As Owner is going to look for something here.
Yeah, going for a little bit of an angle, as Peanut does take a bit of damage, but Zeus is going to be there as well. Doran goes over like one mine and then almost dies. Carrier, speaking of which, he's not going to get bailed out of this one. The three-man Magnus Storm comes in from Delight as well on the follow-up, and off to the side, the Gwen is dead. The Pantheon Leon soon to follow. A couple of kills do come through for T1 though. Gumayusi able to pick up one off that back end, but still they lose the turret, and HLE, they get a few extra on that one themselves.
Hey, we're going to get this inhibitor easily here, and with Baron and Power Recall still available, they can just get out of here. Commitment from Viper, actually, he wants more with this next wave. Just going to get the TP from Zeus back in. They're looking to end.
These turrets go down so incredibly quickly. Look at this. Every auto is ridiculous, even without the short fuse. And Gumayusi, one bouncing bomb, and half his health bar goes down. Faker's dead as well. And HLE, I think they want to go home early tonight. As you can see, Zeka moving on in. Bit of a sneeze there from Viper, but there's the flash in. Ona finds that supreme display of talent, and they take down Peanut immediately, but Mom gets angry, and it's a double kill for the Yunara as a result. Gumayusi angry and looking for even more, as the headbutt does get Guma away. That is a decent amount of damage there as well from the dad.
As even Peanut is struggling here to find Faker, gets the connection.
Yep, Owner is going to move on over though. Great knock-up comes in. Peanut still in a bit of trouble though, as there is a brilliant ultimate from Zeka, and Mum even picks up a kill. Have a look at this one from Zeka's perspective, hijacking this petrifying gaze.
Yeah, and then Peanut's ultimate here means that there's just nothing they could do to him. The ultimate is phenomenal from Zeka. He said, very good.
Yeah, gaze in hand. This ward getting them a lot of information though as the teleport to come through from the Gragas. Same thing to be said for the Jacks though as they make their way down. I just don't know whether HLE can get here in time. As Peanut's going to flash forward, it is going to be secured by Ona though, but look at the damage from Viper. Gumayusi also starting to pop up, but he's taking so much on the back end. And HLE still staying amongst it. Faker now fighting them by himself. And Zeka keeps himself alive, still flashes away from Carrier there. And T1, they take the Otacon, but they lose as well, wanting that pincer maneuver. 227 stacks, as you mentioned, Wolf. Viper is in position as far as that passive is concerned.
Angle here for Zeka is pretty huge too.
Yep, Mom could get pretty angry as well as Zeus goes in. There's Mom down as well, so much AoE damage, but it's the Zinzao that goes down first. Petrifying Gaze is phenomenal power, but Ona, he has the smite, and it's stolen! He steals it and kills him! Oh my god, he flashes forward, Gumayusi down so incredibly low, Faker does finish him off, but Viper may have just saved the game!
Viper almost just 1v3'd Atlas! That actually have
Ona trying to find some moments here. Teleport in from Zeus though, as we've got another fight for another soul. And let's see how this one's going to go. Viper finding one there as Peanut goes in, looking for a bit of an angle. Delight in a lot of trouble. Has to use the ulti, but the cask doesn't do anything. Doran goes golden. Viper is relatively safe at this point, but you can see T1 still going for it, but both solo lanes are dead. The Yunara is popped like a balloon, and Peanut just puts a spear into the back of Carrier, and it's only Ona left alive. HLE, I think they're poised to get a 3-0 against T1 here today. That was real cute from Ona, so it may not be an ace, but it's still probably going to be a
this with no real.
They have vision.
Yeah.
Okay, here's Viper is just getting
no! That was not even okay to laugh about this one. That was zeroing. Not one person thought that outcome was possible. Not one person thought it was even close to possible.
It's exactly the same as Road to MSI, but the other way around.
Exactly.
And that was not what I was, it wasn't on my bingo card, not today, as the stolen cask is going to deliver to Doran. Not exactly the ideal target, as Mom comes down, doesn't get a whole lot of value, but I just don't know whether it matters. Faker off to the side, just getting pulverized by all of these HLE members, and yells into the abyss, doesn't find a target with the ulti. And the rest of T1, not a whole lot of options. Oh, Zeka, at least, yeah, no, that was Peanut that died. Zeka goes down extraordinarily low, so does Zeus. But Viper is still at full health with a GA. And Zeka dives forward, avoids everything. Gumayusi gets charmed up and eviscerated. And HLE will march into the base, take down the Nexus. And they...
Yeah, you know, maybe I'll go about maybe a different method. Here we go.
Oh my god, maybe we say hi like this. IG have been engaged on. Tarzan gonna use the Supreme Display time, but the 3-man Timbers knock in there. as that's huge from Shanks, the pivotal piece to the puzzle here in game number 1. He finds the 3-man into it. You love, but it's at least something. And IG are going to force start this Dragon. Rookie goes for the pickoff. Mako trying to be the front line, trying to take this Alistar to the promised land here, but it gets the 3-man Solar Flare onto 3 of them at least from this setup of AL. The Weaver's Wall comes in, but it doesn't block enough time at least. At least Supreme Display of Talent coming through, and the backline access from Hope finds Mako. Mako's health bar just got taken from him, and unfortunately Shanks just got taken off away into the far, far away lands from the Shy. He does end up going down anyways. Now Gala is under threat from Hope, who ends up coming up with a triple kill. They're trying to clean up the rest of IG now as well. There's a couple more. He might look for a penta himself, but it's going to be a little bit delayed at this point as they can't find. Yeah, he himself is almost 3 items as well, but won't be for this fight at least. Anaconda's actually going to be doing some work here on AL. Their resistance is going to be shredded, and Hope just says, let's go for the fight. They try to get Rookie out. One more auto would do it, but the redemption saves his life. The decimating smash not enough, but Tarzan comes in with a supreme display of talent. Doesn't get much but 1 kill off the back of it, but it is a landslide coming out from AL as they dust IG right under their turret. Look how many tanking shots Flandra is, as it's
3 of the 4 early games and still were able to make it work. I think Way's gonna be able to make this one
Bye-bye,
work.
Way.
It's 4 levels down.
Diff, whatever you want to call it. Tarzan is preying on Way here in game number 1. And this is a terrifying, stature. Oh my God! Oh no! 3-man Timbers into Tarzan coming clean up behind the lines as Rookie and the Shy are the only ones left, and it's about to only be the Shy as though it's nobody. That's
started out.
all right, they have the chomp as well, so they can get it. There's the Grand Starfall. Shockwave catches Kyle out, but here IG are surrounded. They get engaged on by Tarzan on the Mako. Here comes the heroic entrance as well. Hope is there firing away. His Gatling gun bark into the moon as Way gets flashed out by Flandre and chomped to hell. The Shy has come in with a late TP, but it's going to be a little bit too little too late as the Shy is going down too. The winds of war have swung in AL's favor as Kyle is still alive. Going to get flashed on by Gala. Rookie's going to go down in the end, and Hope is just picking up all the gold. Remember, he finds it. All right. Tarzan did end up trying to get a catch out as they were walking back to mid lane. They will get an outer turret because of it. They know Tarzan is in there, but they didn't have any vision there. And here comes the heroic entrance, the Pop Blossom combo. We called from drafted Tarzan. He is hunting Way, but it's Shanks that gets the kill anyways. Now Gala is stepping up, but he's 2 levels down on Tarzan. And IG have fallen into the trap, and those trap jaws are closing shut right on their arms as they've got nothing left here. It's going to be a couple more kills going AL's way, and that lead is ballooned. The only person that can take an engage is Way. He does still have the Cyclone up. The Rupture is going to go a little bit wide, but Kyle looking for his Pop Blossom moment, and that's a little bit of a moment right there as Shanks is now just running into the back lines. Way is trying to collapse on him, but he's going to use the heroic entrance. Tarzan walked the long way around, and no matter what, your nightmare always arrives as he's coming to the hopes and dreams of IG. He wants a little bit more here. He's going to smite, he's going to dash, he's going to get the kill, and that's going to be a complete and total wipe of Invictus Gaming.
Quite a bit of damage, but you have to set up first. IG have to be in the area so they can start poking out AL. They go into it with half health bars, maybe, but
the Shy is scared. The Shy is terrified. You feel it shivering, shaking. IG, they might be faltering as he gets pounced on. Now he's going to be taken down. Shanks was looking for an angle. Tempered Fate hits him right in the gut, and now Shanks is looking to execute their lives. He gets locked down, though. He's fully CC'd down. The CC chain is enough, and Shanks going to perfectly execute his way out. He survives! And Way gets stopped in his tracks. Meanwhile, the Rift Herald's going to be driven by Mako. He's trying to take down Shanks, but won't find the angle. Just going to deliver it down to bot lane. And IG, they do make it out of the fight. They got to try to turn this into something here with this bot lane.
Yeah, it's a miscommunication, and this play's not over. There still is a potential fight happening.
The Dragon hasn't even spawned.
Yeah, the Dragon's not even up. It's spawning now, and it should be IG's, which at the very least stops the stacking. But on AL, I hope we get a replay there. Hope's bullet time ends up going directly into Kyle's Tempered Fate. Certainly not an ideal set of circumstances. Way! Oh, no!
Yeah, it's a little bit troublesome by IG, so they put a little bit of tampering on The Dragon stacking for AL, but now Flandra has a massive flank. Tempered Fate going to come in. It hits Gala. They want to commit to this. Bullet time coming out behind it. He still gets hit by the chain, and Shanks just ends his life right there. And that might just be the end of IG in these playoffs. One more perfect execution from Shanks is going to eliminate IG from this very plane of existence. They will have to look forward to the World's Qualifying Regional Finals, and that is going to be AL retaining dominance in this lower bracket. It has been a story of comeback for this team, and it looks like nothing can stop them now.
Nothing can stop AL. That is absolutely correct. We see supportal combat happening. Kyle chasing down Mako. It will all be just for the highlight reel as AL takes the Baron. On the other side, Ignite is dropped. Mako's going to live. I'm not sure he has the damage to kill him.
This is the supportal combat we know and love. He's speeding up.
Oh, no way.
Run away, Mako. Run away. Hi-ho, Silver, away.
They're teleporting.
Oh, Kyle killed him.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Max rank ultimate, that can be terrifying. Weiser gonna get spotted.
Yep, Weiser's gonna have to rejoin the rest of Pain here. Nice deadly flourish, finds Titan, and now a big shockwave on the Carioca. Knocks him down to about half HP, and FBI dials in the shots. That's one kill going the way of 100 Thieves, and it's the enemy jungler. Now River's making his way forward, and Titan's in some danger. River continues the pressure, and Titan is down. 100 Thieves have already claimed 2, and they're not stopping there. Quid goes on a killing spree, and Weiser falls.
Hopefully could be harassed here a little bit, but 100 Thieves never deviates from their plan, right? If they're gonna play dive, they're gonna play dive. They're not gonna be scared off by one bad team fight. They will keep going at you, trying to force errors, trying to punish.
And there it is, immediately River and Ayla jumping in. Titan taking a ton of damage from the bullet time over the wall. FBI's got the firepower. Carioca wants to get one back. River's down to 150 HP, trying to stay alive here. A double kill for, and 100 Thieves will just continue finding these picks and taking over the rim.
I mean, it just took Pain so long to get that bottom lane tier 1. Then they wanted to greed for waves after it, and they stayed around for a very long time. And 100 Thieves, again, are just in their face. I mean, River has a 2-level advantage over Carioca. He's just not scared at all. Maybe he should be.
Yeah, now he gets punished, though. Nice shutdown. Kill credit over to Titan. A double kill for the Corki as Ayla also overextends. 100 Thieves getting a little greedy in the jungle. So anybody that Titan gets free firing time on, he's going to seriously threaten.
Yep. You can see Weiser looking on the side here.
Yeah, Weiser jumps in. They want to go after Quid, and they nearly kill him instantly. Titan goes unstoppable, and Pain Gaming find the pick on the 100 Thieves mid laner.
Really, really nice catch from Pain. They're still going.
Yeah, we're not done yet. Another Tempered Fate flies out. This one only finds Dokla. He spreads his wings. The World Ender's ready to go. FBI isolated from the rest of 100 Thieves, and Titan is jumping in after the misfortune. A nice turnaround from Ayla there as he wants to try to protect his AD carry, but he cannot do it. Pain Gaming, 3 kills for nothing.
Really nice catch from Pain onto the mid lane, and then follow up, pushing
10 seconds until the Hex Soul will spawn if they secure it. If 100 Thieves get it, it's not going to work. Quid does not get caught there by the Flash Anti-Ultimate, and now Titan's going to get some danger. Titan nearly dead, but he is still alive for now. Nice Tempered Fate onto FBI and River, but Ayla's already down. There's your resurrection onto Titan. Pain with the pressure towards the back line. Titan brought back to life by the Guardian Angel, and he does so much damage. He finally falls. Quid's going to get done. 100 Thieves with the team fighting again. Carioca charging onto Quid, but he will not find it. A triple kill for Big Dokes and 100 Thieves. Take the...
Was the Trundle to finish that kill.
Yeah.
And now that is that gold advantage, that CS advantage that he had is going to disappear.
On top side, Titan under some pressure here. The Pop Blossom forces him to flash away. 100 Thieves might just lose Ayla. There it is, a botched dive from the Thieves. And Pain Gaming are feeling good about it. Supreme display of talent. Does enough damage to guarantee that 100 Thieves are finally on the board. But FBI's got 50 HP as Curry and Roamer are making their way up. Dredge line for the execution. And now with the additional Twin Fangs onto River, he's not walking away. Pain. Now they're trying to pull it down towards this bottom part of the pit, closer to the lane, but they are taking an awful long time doing it. TP's coming in. 100 Thieves ready to try to fight for the Otacon here. Dokla on the right side of the fight, looking for his angle there as the rest of 100 Thieves approach from the river direction.
You do have the Otacon down to about 40% HP now. Pain Gaming still trying to secure this objective. Karioka's already down to half HP. 100 Thieves stepping in. Big showstopper coming up for Big Dokes as the Otacon is at least secured for Pain. But now the follow-up will not go their way. It's already 2 dead. 100 Thieves looking for even more. FBI on the chase. Karioka still trying to escape. FBI gets the auto attacks into the boot. The wall to make, or Blooming Blossom, I think. Blooming Blows is the Lilia one. They're very similar. Either way, he throws that. He throws that lob thing over the wall to antagonize Baron, do some damage to Pain. 100 Thieves looking to go in here. Nice ulti coming out from Roamer. The 3-man petrifying gaze is enough to set it up to kill FBI at the very beginning of the fight. Teton's trying to get away from River, but the Kiana makes it a 1-for-1 there. Weiser and Karioka trying to find the solution for Dokla here as the needlework does connect. Dokla continuing to try to make a little bit more distance. It's a 3-for-3 so far. Ayla does not have a lot of health to work with. Dokla does not have a lot of health to work with. They're going to continue trying to get away from this one. Karioka does have the dead man's plate. Pop Blossom finds Weiser, who's now incredibly low. Dokla trying to stand and fight, and Ayla's got the kill into Karioka. Dokla and Ayla winning out in the 2v2 on the back end of the fight. Low DPS onto the objective itself as River wants to wrap around the backside of the area. See if he can find the gank angle. Goes over the wall. Dokla losing a lot of HP here to Weiser. The Sterix keeping him alive for now. River wants to try to protect his top laner. Curry is already down. FBI for the kill on that one. Weiser is down. The Hex Tech Drake stolen away by River. 100 Thieves looking for even more. Titan is slowed down. Beat down. He's gone. Quid takes the kill credit. It's 3-for-1 plus a soul.